Holy So I've got a medium. I'm going to squeeze into this. It's got nice and tight. How does it look?
Oh, you look great.
Thanks, man. How are you doing there, mate?
This should be good fun. We're hitching a ride with the Icelandic Search and Rescue crew. This is going to be a real adventure. We're so out of our depth. We're really moving now.
Approaching the island, we experienced Iceland's elite rescue team use what we can only assume is a traditional Viking technique of pointing at where to stick the boat.
Hey, we have arrived.
Thank you, Search and Rescue.
Now safely on terra firma, we ditched the high-vis onesies, assembled our weapons of choice, and got to work.
So the equipment's all set up. Harry's going to go first, and while he... Have you got one? And while he's doing that, I'm going to explain what the hell we're actually doing. Iceland is home to hundreds of thousands, even millions, of Atlantic puffins. And every year, the Icelandic Atlantic Puffin Monitoring Programme goes on a voyage all the way around the circumference of Iceland, visiting various colonies, conducting research to understand these birds and their behaviours and their breeding patterns better. Now, Harry and I are here to assist them with a very special role. We've been hired as the PUFFARAZZI. Now what that means is we need to take photos of the adult birds flying into the shore with their catch, so that the scientists and researchers who really know what they're doing can zoom in on our photos and have a look at what prey the puffins are bringing back.
Here he goes.
This is harder than it looks.
Go, go, go!
I'm getting it.
Did you get it?
Of course I did.
Oh, give over. Give over.
Here at Gone Feral, we've got stuck into some of the best that nature has to offer, from snowy owls to bears to robotic swans to more bears.
Yes, but now we're on our biggest mission yet. We're joining a team of esteemed scientists on a puffin rally around Iceland, using our photography skills to help their research.
We're filming and documenting the whole thing as we take on the role of the PUFFARAZZI.
So we are on the island of Akurey. It's about 1 mile from Reykjavik, which is just over there. Now, we're treading exceptionally carefully because there are puffin burrows everywhere beneath us. Over here is the Angelica, which is destabilising the soil, so we can't walk on that as we might fall through the ground into a burrow.
While Harry focused on not crushing puffins, I'd been treasure hunting.
Right, I found something quite interesting. This is a puffin egg. And now it's clearly not a very healthy one because, one, it's not in a burrow, and two, it hasn't hatched, and we're well by the date after which all the puffins should have hatched. But you can tell that this is a puffin egg because it's kind of egg-shaped and it came from a puffin.
Make me work, make me sweat inside, make me feel like I'm alive.
Ed isn't the only egg expert on this puffin rally, though. We're joining a ragtag crew of exceptional skill. Erpur Hansen is a world expert on seabirds and is leading the rally. He's married to Björg, a 5-foot titan of the Icelandic birding community. And then there's Rodrigo, the superstar researcher who left lovely warm Spain to live in Iceland. We don't know why either.
Just gonna get my binoculars. Binoculars. Here we go. So as well as puffins, there are also Arctic skuas here. Now we've been watching them chase the puffins, making them drop their catch. Mostly, the puffins are dropping these, which are sand eels. They're not actually a type of eel, they're a fish, and this makes up the vast proportion of the puffin's diet.
Mmm, delicious. We actually managed to get a photo.
Well, one of us did.
Harry managed to get a photo of the action, complete with a flying sand eel.
There it goes! There are so many puffins! Oh, here we go.
Once we'd got our eye in after a few practice shots,
I actually got it.
we managed to muster a decent set of images of the puffins with their catch. At this location, pretty much all the puffins were catching were those sand eel things, a nutritious prey item that should mean a healthy colony. Apart from the lazy ones who didn't catch anything, like this plump fella.
It was an absolutely fantastic day. We've just driven for 2 hours to our campsite for the evening. Can't believe how welcoming and kind Erpa and Bjorg and Rodrigo are. What incredible people, and what a privilege to work with them and to be in the colonies with them, helping their research. It's just something that I didn't think I'd be able to do.
Oh, I just pushed the little tripod thing down. Oh, that's even worse. Stupid thing.
I'm still very, very unsure of what to expect. I really don't know how it's going to sort of turn out, but I know it's going to be exciting. I know it's going to be one hell of an adventure.
We're sleeping in a trailer thing that's being pulled by the Land Cruiser. I think that's going to be our main accommodation for the next 2 weeks or so.
There's a lot to leave behind at home to come out for this amount of time, but I know it's going to be worthwhile. It's going to be incredibly full on, and I know that I need rest, so I'm going to head off and get some sleep.
You know, you get a lot of messages and emails and all sorts, and most of the time those things pick away to nothing. So you get in a state of mind where you don't really accept that something is happening until it has happened. But now we're here, we're in Iceland. So I think I'm ready to accept that this is happening. And I can get excited now for the next 2 weeks. I think it's going to be absolutely phenomenal. I can't wait.
Make me work, make me sweat inside, make me feel like I'm alive. Take this hurt, lady, throw it in my face, don't let
So today we had to go from here, from Fludir, all the way to the Highlands, because we had to do a bird survey, check for endangered species or particular species, do the survey, and then come back here, back up, and off we go to the south. It's a long day ahead.
So we got cracking, but we did have time to stop en route at an interesting tourist attraction.
Do you know what that's called?
No, go for it.
A waterfall.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Great.
We continued in the Puffmobile up into the Highlands, a place with certain dangers that we don't have in the UK.
So as we've come up higher into the Highlands, we're near a volcano called Hekla. As we've got close, everyone in the car has got an automatic text message from the government warning you that you're in the danger zone. If it goes off, everything in the near vicinity will be covered in ash.
Thankfully, and slightly boringly, we didn't receive any formal warnings of an imminent eruption. So, as we arrived in Landmannalaugar, we focused our attention on the job in hand.
Ooh, baby. So we've come here to this popular tourist destination to survey which birds are living in the area.
The first birds we saw were horses, and once we'd counted these, we started looking for other species too.
We've got a red-necked phalarope, which just dropped in within inches. Oh my God, you rarely see these in the UK. They breed on Shetland, but look at it, it's like a little wind-up toy, right there.
Red-necked phalaropes are known for spinning frantically on water to stir up small invertebrates. Females tend to be brighter than males. I'm talking about their plumage, not how well they do in school. We don't know how well they do in school.
So one of the reasons this area is so popular with tourists is that it can show so many different types of geology. Those rocks over there, that's actually hardened lava with a lot of sulfur in it, which gives it that yellow tinge.
The rhyolite mountains in Landmannalaugar are made from layers of volcanic ash, lava, and other volcanic materials that have been eroded over time by glaciers and water.
Rocks and stuff are cool, but we're here for birds. So we checked in with Rodrigo for an update.
We are walking around the area, and pretty much we are marking with the GPS where we see birds. So far we have seen mallards with chicks, red-necked phalaropes, red sanks. Also, we saw some golden plovers. That's pretty much it. Not many birds in this area.
The number of birds so far wasn't very exciting, but we weren't done yet.
So look where I'm looking. So just before the river.
Yeah.
For you, it's in line with the car with the boot open in the background. Come down.
Yeah, I see it.
What is that?
It's a rock.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh.
Increasing tourism in the area for the geothermal springs and beautiful scenery means the area needs development to accommodate the increasing number of visitors. This bird survey will help inform future developments of any ecological factors to consider.
Survey complete, we retreated out of the Highlands to fetch the trailer and continued on to our next campsite.
We've been driving for about 6 or 7 hours today. We've been into the Highlands, into landscapes that look like the surface of the moon or Mars. As I'm sat here, there are Arctic terns all around me trying to bombard me and peck me. I'm nowhere near their nests, but even so, it's reminded me that this place belongs to nature, and I can't help but feel that.
So with the bird survey, I have to say, I was incredibly impressed with Harry. I've got a half-decent, at best, overall wildlife knowledge, I suppose, but Harry's knowledge of birds is really exceptional, and especially with identifying them. So if you saw a silhouette about a kilometre away, a tiny speck or something, I would have no idea what it is most of the time, whereas Harry seems to always know it's one of 2 species or something. And then if he hears the call of a bird, within about a second, he's identified it precisely and accurately.
Just touching down, hang on. Between these 2 campers now, you should be able to see it. I think it's a common redshank. Yeah, common redshank.
And that's an incredible skill. It just shows how much time he spent out in the field, just wandering around, chasing and listening to birds all his life.
Arctic tern circling above me. Honestly, I love this place. It's incredible.